have a hobby of one sort or another, but if that hobby happens to be bell ringing, you'd have thought the only place you could enjoy it would be in a church. But what if you're a bell-ringing fanatic who lives deep in the northeast countryside, miles away from the nearest church? Well, as Oliver Martu discovered, there is a practical solution.
Clock Mill, a farm at Capheaton, roughly between and Morpeth, is a long way from anywhere. But it suits photographer Duncan Davis, who lives here. His barn is home to Elsie, the cross black Berkshire and Tamworth sow, assorted varieties of poultry, Trigger, the Welsh pony, and today a team of top-notch northeast bell ringers.
Right, look, two. Trouble is going, trouble is gone.
They're here to perform the very first ring on Duncan Davis's brand new set of 8 bells, cast at a foundry in Bath and just installed in this isolated Northumberland barn. They're a fraction of the size of normal church bells. The largest, the tenor, weighs just 10 pounds 11 ounces. By comparison, the biggest cathedral bells weigh in at around 4 tons. The world of bell ringing is an obscure one full of Stedman triples and Kent treble bob majors. It looks easy, almost effortless, but it requires deep concentration, especially when ringing these small, delicate bells.
Stand.
What do you reckon then?
Not bad for a first attempt.
I think they're marvellous. Difficult to ring at first, but once you get the hang of it, you can ring them quite well and quite fast, and one in either hand if you wished. Normally the ropes would be much bigger, the sallies would be much bigger, the fluffy bit much bigger. The whole speed of the bell turning would be much slower, so quite different.
I really enjoyed it, but I found it incredibly difficult, and it required such a lot more concentration than even ringing a tower bell, which requires a lot of concentration, so I had to concentrate absolutely all the time, but I enjoyed it.
Following this inaugural performance, up in the belfry, the proud new owner pronounces himself happy. Well, Duncan Davis, how did that sound to you?
Very good. These ringers are used to ringing bells that are a lot bigger than this, and they've done very well on such small bells which have their own problems learning to ring and handle the rope.
Why did you decide to have these bells installed in your barn here?
Well, there aren't any bells anywhere near. There are 20 miles to Hexham, and Hexham Abbey there are 8 bells, and then another 20 miles in the other direction to Rothbury. And here in Capheaton, I had an empty loft space. Somebody at St Mary's Wickham told me about these small bells, and I thought, why not put them in there?
Each bell is dedicated to a member of the Davis family.
The treble, which is the lightest bell over there, that's dedicated to my youngest son, John, and then we work our way up the family to William, my next son, then myself, my father, grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather, and then my great-great-great-grandfather, James Davis, who was born in 1761.
At the end of the year, the bells are to be moved into the middle of Capheaton village and rung to mark the arrival of the new millennium. After that, Duncan Davis is considering more commercial possibilities. If you're thinking of getting married in, say, a stately home or a castle, how about your very own portable wedding bells?
It's just gone 6:26. More news coming up in a moment. But